early July of 2021, Caitlin and I would set out on a canoe trip to Wabakimi Provincial Park, 3.5 hours past Thunder Bay. This would be a trip of many firsts. First truly remote Northern Ontario trip. First trip over 5 days long. First trip with our new addition to the family, Rook. The first time with our new canoe. The list goes on and on. We were both excited and nervous for the 9-day adventure. The float plane from Wabakimi Outfitters would drop us off on Burnt Rock Lake in the northwest corner of the park. We would then proceed east, heading down the Palisade River before crossing the height of land towards Whitewater Lake. We would then follow the Berg River into Smooth Rock, finishing on the Little Caribou. Wabakimi Outfitters. There's 3 roads, and we take the one in the center.
Wabakimi Adventure.
So it is Sunday morning, nice and early. Beautiful day. We're expecting another heat wave and a thunderstorm to start, but then it's supposed to be fairly clear. The rest of the people who are staying at the lodge are about to take off from the float plane. So we figured we would go down and check it out. It's a beautiful day and we're really excited and obviously nervous about getting out there, but I'm sure it's gonna be a blast. After watching the plane take off, we packed up the rest of the things and headed down to the dock for takeoff.
All right, we just arrived at the outpost at Burnt Rock. We are loaded up. We are ready to go. You can see it's packed to the brim. And we are heading for the point out there.
It's me and Rookie in the back here, just left from the site, and man, wow, it feels good. Once you're down here on the water, oh my gosh, beautiful.
Completely alone.
First portage, nicely clearly blazed here, a little bit of tape, so thanks for whoever did that. Nice and easy to find. Rook's enjoying a swim. Got a little warm there for a minute. He's doing okay. All right, coming to the end of the first portage. Still trying to figure out how we're going to do the gear, because we have a little bit more gear than before, so that's always interesting. But the good thing is we have a guide on this trip, and his name is Rook. He finds the grass, he finds the path, and helps us get to go. How you doing, Kate?
Great.
Nice job. First portage done. Let's go. Where's the path, Rook? So normally, Kate and I on our trips, we'll single portage, but we also really haven't been in an area where we really need to be super on our game in terms of where the portages are, and we have a dog. So things are just really different. So we're just really taking our time. The benefit is our longest portage of the day was just now, 250 meters. That's it. So we got a little confused, or I did at the front. And there's a cairn right there. And just helps you get on your way. Like an old burn area. Looks like we're good.
Yeah, I'll grab the GoPro.
Okay. So we're on the palisade now. The put in and put out with more gear is going to really take time, but we just got to slow her down. And we can't get stressed or worried about it, or, you know, be concerned about spots.
Doing a little waiting here. Graham's got the line. Rook's just chilling for now. We're going left. Oh.
Good boy.
Hi. Jumped out. Think we're good here?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
There's dinner.
One cast.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Like, you put that in for what, 10 seconds?
Barely. Yeah, barely 10 seconds.
Rook doesn't even know what happened.
Perfect hook right through the top.
We also just lined the canoe over this little set of small, tiny rapids just so that we didn't do the portage. So I think we saved a little 65 meter. Graham's just throwing in a couple casts. Rook is just watching intently. We're headed down this way. Shore lunch.
Through the brush and the bramble, we're going back to try and find Kate. She carried all the stuff and then she went back for some more, so we're going back. Oh, there she is, emerging.
Hello. Brooke is the ultimate portage leader.
How much stuff you got here? Is there anything left for me? All right, have fun. Kate came back for me. Got a little turned around at the put in. Her and Rook, reliable partners. Watch this hole, she just fell. Reliable partners tramping through the woods. So there's supposed to be a site up here. It's labeled super. So we're gonna look and see if there's a super site available. It's about almost 3 o'clock. Apparently there's a world-class site, probably about 45-minute paddle away. So we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna do here. Keep you updated. What's that? No Crocs tomorrow? No.
Too much danger.
Sweet waterfall. Really gorgeous. Hoping there's some fish in the water. Beautiful. Here we are. Super site. Super carcass site.
There's a super carcass.
Rook's actually ate some food. This guy's been killing it. Portage hero. What did we find, Rook? Tons of droppings. And then this wonderful carcass. Just heading to the base of a falls here, and there's a fish on the map, and Bruce is 1 for 1 on spots I've fished. I put my jig down twice. First time pulled up a pickerel, Second time pulled up a pike, so it's looking good here. See you later. Oh yeah. Glad you didn't stop, Coca. There's another one. Oh. This guy's got some blue on him, some coloring. See that right there? Woo. Oh. Got one. That's 3 casts, 3 fish. Oh yeah, this one's got some size. So we just landed at the super site. It's called Super, but it looks like about maybe, according to the map, 1.5 kilometers away, there's a WC labeled world class site. Everything is still pretty burnt around here, but that spot was very nice. The tons and tons and tons of animal droppings, plus the giant carcass that was there, even though it was there probably obviously for a while, and it is really cool, we just decided we're gonna move on. We're gonna go somewhere else. I'm excited to get to this world-class site and to get some world-class cooking in me and set up the tarp in the tent.
Like, it definitely looks like weather.
But it's all that way, right?
Yeah.
Everything up here looks clear. It looks world-class up there. Yeah, like if we do the same thing, right? We just went from the super site to that one island site. And it looks like if we do that like 2 more times and get over whatever these rapids are, then that's where it says world class. So even if that weather from behind us is coming, we just keep going, right? Noticing, as you can probably see behind me here, we think the weather is coming towards us, but we're keeping up with this sunny patch here in front, so we're not really sure what to expect, if the storm's gonna come. Honestly, I'm all for a quick storm if we can get our tarp up and we can get the tent up. Famous last words, but it looks like it may be starting to rain, or those are just water bugs, but we'll see what happens next. What's your favorite weather, Kate?
I love rain so much. I love being wet, I love being cold.
I think
love
we
the
should.
absence of sunshine.
The storm was coming from that direction, and now it's coming from that direction. So this is our temporary shelter right now, and we could set up our tent directly beside us if need be. Maybe we should set up our tent like right here.
Okay.
What do you think? It might be a good spot. We can go right from tent to tarp and just in and out the one door. Okay, let's do it. So we realized that waiting just under the tarp was a bad idea, and so we just problem solved and worked together to get up the tent. And so the ground sheet wasn't really doing anything. We threw it down and then it was just collecting water. So under our big tarp, we actually set up the frame of the tent and then got the shell over it. And then we quickly rinsed off the ground sheet, then threw everything on it and then tarped it down. So it's held down by rocks because we're kind of on moss right now. But we're fairly dry. We're not completely soaked. There's no puddles or anything. It was a pretty crazy storm while we were doing it, but we just decided we had to get it done. And so Rook is a champion too. He's just sleeping in the corner right now. He's had a really long day. He's done amazing though. He's our portage leader. And Kate right now making some mac and cheese. outside.
So as I poke my head out of the tent, I don't know if you can see way off down in the distance, there's Graham cleaning his fish so that he can still have his fish tonight, even though it's pouring rain. Not bad.
The storm and rain continued throughout the night, and we were thrilled to see some sunshine early the next morning. It was just enough to dry out some of our gear while we enjoyed a bit of fishing and morning coffee while Rook chomped down on a stick. It appeared as more weather was on the way as dark clouds began to blow in from the northwest. He swam to his heart's content. He did not mind the rain whatsoever, slept in the tent perfectly. He has become a legend. Good boy, Rook. We had a great start to our trip, and we were eager to see what else was in store.